Hi and welcome to the Project Data Analytics Part 4. In this part, we will see the concept of project performance dashboards and reports. Previously, we have developed until third session, we have developed the data modeling, data structuring. Now we want to see what is the purpose of that data modeling and structuring, where we can use that, what information we can take from that. Because we need to use the data modeling which we have developed to develop some KPIs, to develop some reporting system. So in order to do that, we need to establish an understanding that what we want to achieve from our data structure and data model. So in this session, we are going to establish an understanding of project reports and project dashboards, what is performance and how we can use that to control the project. So let's start with concept of project performance report and dashboard. Why we need reports and dashboard in project? Every industry have their own reports and dashboard. Finance, accounts, sales distribution, supply chain, medical, sports industry, every industry have their own reporting system and dashboard. Based on that, they make their decision making. Based on that, they analyze whether the business is going good or not. So definitely we need to have a reporting and dashboard system in project. So this is we are going to find out why we need that, what type of reports and dashboard we need. To check the status of the project, this is one of the need that we need to see the status of project, that what is happening in the project, what we have done so far, what is remaining in the project. To know if we are going good or not, whatever we have done so far, whether we did good or not, we want to know that, because this is a steering dashboard for you. You want to take decision for that. So this status is very important. Whatever you have done, is it good or bad? To find the root cause of the issues, we should have such reports in our system that find the root cause of the issue, because there are tons of things going on in project. Every day data is generated. So we want to know that what is the problem, where it is coming from, what causes the problem, and then we will definitely find to resolve this problem. To make things simpler and easier, this is one of the most significant, you can say, attribute of reports and dashboard, that to make things simpler and easier. Which type of dashboard and reports we need in project? There are several possibilities. There can be so many things in the dashboard, so much information available. So which type of dashboard and reports we need in project? And these are the standard reports. You will find everywhere such type of reporting system. Dashboard which reflects performance, definitely. A system which is giving me the KPI, key performance indicator, which is telling me that what is good, what is not good, is it really going to happen in the same way or not. So we want to have a KPI, a dashboard which is reflecting the KPI, which is the performance. Reports which identify the root cause. If we are having a dashboard which is having a KPIs, we definitely need to have a report which is going to give me the root cause, that what is the cause of anything which is good or anything which is bad in the project. So we need such type of data. Simply, we need a system which indicates the scope, time and cost all together. We need to have a system, a robust system, which is going to give me the scope of the project, because this scope is going to be validated by the client. Client needs to see if the scope is done or not. We need to see the cost, how much cost is spent by you in order to finish the scope, and the time, that in what time you are going to finish the project, or in what time you have finished the project so far. So these are the three main things we need in our system to create a dashboard and reports. So how we will make such system, where to start from? So we definitely need to know. So far we know what data structuring we have done, what data modeling we have done. So we need to see where to start from, what we need to do. Let's start with performance measurement system. So we need to understand the concept of performance measurement system, that what is performance measurement system? What is PMS in projects? PMS is a process which provides many key performance indicators. So it's a system that is providing me that these are the things, if going good, you are good. These are the things, if not going good, you are not good. So we need to find that. KPI helps us quickly understand what is going on in project. When combines data analytics with PMS, performance measurement system, it becomes more powerful and help us to find the root cause effectively and quickly. Many predictive KPIs help us forecast the events. There are three types of KPIs. We will go into that. One of them is a predictive. So what are key performance indicators? So this is a very, very interesting topic, because many people have misconception about key performance indicator. People tend to combine them, tend to relate them with the quantity. The quantity is your KPI. No, it's not actually the case. How to develop KPI? First we will see with earned value management and critical path method, because we are working in a project and we know that these are the two most commonly used techniques in the project to control the project. So we need to develop the KPIs from them, earned value management and critical path method. And our data source, which is Primavera, also applies both the techniques in its engine. How many KPIs are there? There are multiple KPIs in EVM and CPM, so we need to find out that what KPIs we need, so that we can go to that destination and we can develop those KPIs in our data model. What are the most used KPIs in industry and what are the most used KPIs in, you can say, in construction or any project? We need to look into that as well. We need to see the parameters that are involved in earned value management. Budget at completion, this is the budget which is telling you that your project worth 100 million, your project quantity, let's say, of any particular task, your quantity is 100 meter cube, the specific effort required to complete the task, let's say your manpower is 1000 man hours. So this is the budget. It can be at project level, portfolio level, program level, it can be at WBS level, at simple task level. So budget is something relates to the scope of work. Plan value, which is called plan value percent, also this is one of the parameter of the earned value management, and it also refers to as schedule variance or schedule percent actually in Primavera. So what is the next? Earned value. Earned value is simply also called the performance percent in Primavera, and earned value is the amount of scope you have finished so far. Means this is the value which you have done. For example, if somebody asks you or somebody inform you that your earned value is, let's say, performance percent is actually 55%. So this is just an information that you have finished the 55% scope of work. And if somebody tells you your schedule percent is, let's say, 80%, so this is just an information, or let's say this is an indication that you have planned 80% of the work so far and 20% is yet to be planned as per the baseline. Actual cost, this is the expenditure done by you in order to earn the scope, in order to finish the scope. So this is the expenditure going from your pocket, which is also referred to as actual cost percent. Schedule performance index, this is one of the parameters that tells that this is the ratio of earned value divided by plan value, and it tells in the form of ratio that whether you are ahead or behind of the project in form of schedule. Cost performance index, this is also a ratio which tells you that how much you have spent, how much you have earned in the form of ratio. Its formula is earned value divided by actual cost. Schedule variance is also a parameter which tells me that how much in the form of percentage I am behind or ahead. Cost variance is also the parameter which tells me in the form of percentage or the value that how much I have spent more or less than the earned. Estimate to complete, there are 2-3 formulas to calculate this. Estimate to complete tells me that how much budget is remaining in my hand, which can be the percentage, let's say 35% budget is remaining, or it can also relate to the how much scope remaining in my budget. So there are 2-3 formulas to calculate to that. So we can see that in DAX development, when we are doing DAX during the KPI development rather. So we will see which formula to use. So this is actually mostly it is used as a amount or the budget remaining in your hand. Estimate at completion tells you that what is the possibility of your expenditure at the end of the project, whether it is going to be exceeding the budget or under the budget. So this is a future value which is telling you that what might be at the end of the project. Variance at completion is telling you what will be the variance from the budget you assigned in the start. So budget at completion and estimated completion comes into the formula, and budget at completion minus estimated completion, and it gives you the variance, that how much is the variance. To complete performance index, it's one of the parameter which tells you that okay, whatever has done so far, what you need to do in the future in order to reach your goals. So we need to set the goals, and we need to find what goals we need to set, and these goals are variable. They can be changing week to week, month to month, and any time period, because you need to set your goals. This is one of the you can say requirement in project management, that you need to revise. It should be an iterative process, that you need to revise your things and you need to set your goals accordingly the current situation going on in the site. So now we need to see these are the most used parameters. In fact, these are the parameters. So now we are going to find out which of them are the KPIs and which of them are not the KPIs. So if we talk about budget at completion, it's information, not a KPI. If somebody is telling you your budget is 100 million, so it is not giving me anything other than the information that okay, 100 million, it can be 200 million, it can be 1 billion, it can be 50 million. So I'm not going to take any decision based on that. Indication. Planned value is just an indication that 50% project is planned, 60% is planned, 40% remaining. So it is just giving you indication that how much is planned, how much is remaining. Earned value is also an indication. It is telling you that 50% you have earned, 50%